What's happening? What up? B Marsh Boxing, y'all. I'm back at it with another one, man. Long time since we seen a fight, a headliner on national terrestrial, not terrestrial TV, or at least ESPN or Showtime, whatever. Long time we ain't seen a fight out of Quebec, Canada. You know what I mean? I can't remember the last time I seen it. I know it can't go back as far as Adonis Stevenson. Maybe we've seen better beef, but not so much. Maybe Quebec got a rising star. Christian Mbilli coming into this fight at 27-0 with 23 KOs versus Sergey Derevyanchenko, a guy who has challenged for the world title at middleweight division at least 3 times and has come up short. So now guys are using him basically as a stepping ladder. You know what I mean? He's basically like a gatekeeper. And Christian Mbilli, a tough, rough and rugged African youth from fighting out of Canada over there in Quebec, he brought the pain tonight. To be honest, the best fighter I ever seen give Derevyanchenko work was Jamal Charlo. Well, that got to change now because Christian Billy really put it on this guy, you know what I mean? Power punching. Doesn't really much set up with the jab, which, maybe when he fights better fighters, that could be an issue. But the fact that he leads with the right hand and was catching this guy often with straight flush right hands, you know what I mean? Throwing the body shots. He was getting busy in there, at least in the first one, two, three. Yes, 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Round 4 and 5, I gave it to Derevyanchenko. I thought Derevyanchenko was had a lot of great upper body movement, head movement, was dodging punches and punching in between the misses of the man Christian Mbilli. You know what I mean? Catching him with his own lead right hand, left hooks, and Christian Billy was on the front foot for the most part, but he was getting caught in rounds 4 and 5. But those are only 2 rounds I gave to Derevyanchenko. You know what I mean? Christian Billy, power puncher, a guy like I said doesn't lead so much with the jab, more leads with lead right hands. Was walking the guy Derevyanchenko down. He had him on spaghetti legs probably from round 7 through the final round. Bruised up his face. The uppercuts from Christian Bailey. Or to be honest, if it was any other middleweight, they would have been knocked out. Derevyanchenko is a tough customer, man. We've seen him go through a lot of wars. He's fought a lot of great fighters at the middleweight division. And Christian Bailey, the power puncher, the knockout artist, he couldn't bring this man down. You know what I mean? Even though, like I said, he had him wobbled on spaghetti legs, had no balance from round 7 through the final round. Christian Billy, you know, he got a lot more to work on his technique. But he's definitely a pressure fighter, come forward fighter. Puts his punches together very well. But he needs to get his jab better, get a better jab, and he needs to learn how to hook off the jab. If he learns how to hook off the jab very well and disguise that jab and make it into a lead left hook, he'll knock out plenty of fellas, you know what I mean? Because really and truly, it was more the straight right hands and the right uppercuts that were hurting the man Derevyanchenko. It wasn't so much left hands from the man Christian Billy that were debilitating the balance of the man Derevyanchenko. Derevyanchenko lasted 12 rounds. In the 12th, I'm sorry, 10 rounds. This was a 10 rounder. In the 10th round, they was throwing hands, going back and forth. I don't know whether Ukrainian found any strength to go back and forth, because really and truly, his corner could have been stopped this fight from round 8, you know. But he was throwing big bombs. Christian and Billy was taking him, eating him, because he was trying to knock this guy out. The bell rang and went the distance. Congratulations to Christian and Billy. And I like the fact that the guy is bringing a crowd to Quebec, Canada. There was a point in time in this boxing game when Quebec had major players And it was the Gene Pascals, the Lucien Boutes, Adonis Stevensons. There was a lot of big fights coming up out of Canada, and these guys were doing pay-per-view numbers over there in Canada. So if Christian Billy could bring back, something, some nostalgia from Canada, that'll be all good, you know what I mean? He's ranked number one in the WBC for the number one contender for Canelo's WBC strap at 168 pounds. So looking forward to see what the future holds for this guy. Derevyanchenko gave his all, but no fighter in this boxing game has beat the man Derevyanchenko into a pulp like the man Christian Billy has. Obviously, Derevyanchenko has fought for world titles and whatnot. But hey, it's his time now. We'll see what Christian Billy about. Be Marsh Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments. If you're new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and please hit the thumbs up button. Wipe your feet before you come into my house. Be Marsh Boxing. I'm gone.